Well, it's my favourite time. We get to talk about brand new VR games. Now, we did just have the VR showcase, but I'm not going to show you every single game that's in there. I'm really just eradicated some of the stuff that you've seen a ton before, or honestly, I just don't think is worthy of talking about right now at least. So I'm focusing on 10 of the best and most exciting things that you should be looking forward to playing throughout the rest of 2025. Of course, I ask you one small favour in these videos, and that is to smash that like button if you enjoy these videos. It really, truly does help the channel out, and it makes these videos get a lot more exposure inside of the YouTube ecosystem. Of course, as well, if you've been watching a ton of these videos and you're not subscribed yet, well, maybe today is the day to change that. Hit that flipping subscribe button, help me get that way up to 100k. I'd massively appreciate it. We want one of those plaques one day in our lives. Other than that though, let's dive into our very first game on this list. Kicking it off, this is a game that I am stupidly excited about, and that is Tracked Shoot to Survive. This is from the same team that brought us Green Hell in VR, and now they are bringing out a brand new survival experience that is all about grit and instinct. After a brutal plane crash in the Canadian wilderness, you're going to be hunting, crafting, solving puzzles, and fending off wild animals. So I don't know what that means, probably frickin' bears and raccoons because it's Canada. Maybe the odd moose too. All while tracking down a gang of smugglers who took your sister. Every weapon, tool, and step feels really grounded, as this is like a physical game that is going to be pulling you deeper into the fight to survive. Now, we all know that they handled Green Hell pretty friggin' well, actually. That game was a really good conversion to VR, especially with the work they've done on it over the time. So I'm really excited to see what they could do with this. I've been a while since we've had something that's like sort of grounded in reality, but also just like a really solid game. So this for me, it's just screaming hell fricking yes, sign me up. Next up, we have Aces of Thunder. Now, Aces of Thunder is something that we've been keeping an eye on for a long time. Now, I know a few YouTubers got a chance to take a look at this early this year, but now it's finally going to be making its way, of course, to our flipping headsets, which I'm happy about because I've been waiting for this game for forever. This is high-speed aerial combat in VR, and it doesn't get much sharper than this. It just looks so goddamn beautiful. Aces of Thunder just puts you into the cockpit with visuals and the clouds and the bullet trails that just make it feel like you're actually there. Weaving your way through tracer fire and chasing enemies across massive skies. This one is just bringing that full-on stuff that I think we've all been looking for. And it finally still hasn't set a date, but it says it's going to be coming soon, so it's time to dust off your PSVR 2, let me just tell you, and get ready to play this game. Next up, we have a brand new game from Soul Assembly. They're the same people that made like Drop Dead the Cabin and of course all of those epic sort of MR experiences. And now they've completely changed pace and they're going for this new game, Street Gods. Now in this, imagine if Mjolnir just landed in the middle of New York streets. Well, that is what happens here. This is Street Gods, a physics-driven roguelite where you get to throw, recall, and smash your legendary hammer through collapsing streets filled with enemies. Because, you know, you want to be able to smack the living crap out of some people. Every run unlocks a new power. It's brutal, it's physical, it's combat, and it just makes you feel like Thor. I mean, this looks really cool. I love the stylization of this. I love the art style of this. I like the idea of beating the living crap out of people with Mjolnir. Yeah, I've said it. So this one I'm definitely looking forward to playing. Next up, we have Reach, and this is something that I'm very much looking forward to. This is the brand new game coming from Endreams. Now, I've spoken about this briefly before, but in today's video, I get to show you a little bit more of actual gameplay of the game. So this isn't just like your theatrics trailers. This is a proper actual bit of gameplay, which I think is pretty integral to you guys and girls getting, you know, a vibe for this game, right? So this is a cinematic storytelling meets physical VR gameplay. That's the whole idea behind Reach. You play as a reluctant hero where realities are colliding, so you're going between this insane world and of course the actual one. Movement, combat, interaction all feed into a story where the world feels alive, and hopefully in a way that could really set a new bar for that sort of narrative VR game. I'm hoping this can be one of those, well, is it as good as Reach moments instead of, you know, is it Half-Life Alyx? But of course, only time will tell with that, and I can't wait to go hands-on with this at some point. Next up, Ready or Not. Now this is one of the best flat games out there, full stop, when it comes to sort of breach and clear games. Now, massive thank you to, well, Virtual Reality Oasis, friend of the channel, Mike. Dude, This guy has been working super hard on this mod in the background, and now is going to be releasing it to us all for free. So if you're in a PCVR, this is going to be dropping, and it's going to be a full-on VR mod with motion controls and all of the goodies that make basically a VR game. And I'm just so grateful that someone has put their own money into a project like this to make this happen. So massive shout out to Mike. You know him as VR Oasis, for putting time into this. So this is going to be the most fully immersive way to play one of the most intense tactical shooters out there, ready or not. This is developed from the ground up for VR, by someone who is truly passionate about VR, and it brings motion controls, room scale, tactics, and that kind of immersion just makes clearing a room feel so tense, as it should friggin' be. So again, shout out, this is going to be coming out later this year, so keep your eyes peeled on the channel. I'm definitely going to be covering this at some point, as Ready or Not is just an absolutely epic game, and then on top of that, now that we can do this in VR, like true VR, this is going to be absolutely awesome. Next up, we have a bit of an artsy one, but it's Lushfoil Photography Sim VR. Now, you're probably wondering, what the hell are you doing, Rhys? But no, the reason I want to talk about this one is actually, I quite like an artsy game. For those of you that know me a bit more than just the channel, I am quite an artsy person, so this is really playing into sort of some strengths that I care about. Sometimes the best VR experience, they're kind of the quiet one. So this one just kind of lets you explore breathtaking photorealistic environments in your own place. Wander through the beaches, forests and mountaintops, capturing a perfect shot while soaking in just the atmosphere. I actually love this idea behind this. I think it's going to be good. Let me know in the comments, do you agree with me, or are you just like, what the hell are you talking about, son? Next up, we have Vex Mage. Now, this one actually caught me by surprise, and it doesn't show a busting amount yet what this game is going to be about, but I feel like it looks pretty cool. So let me tell you a little bit about this. Vex Mage takes VR magic and cranks the speed up to 11. You're going to be chaining spells, dodging attacks, and teleporting through arenas with that fluid, high intensity movement, and it's a stylish based sort of game as well, so more style you have in it, the better it's going to be, and it's built for players who want their sort of VR combat to be fast and flashy. So all of those things that they're saying in this, I just think, damn son, yeah, sign me up. It sounds intriguing, so we'll have to learn a little bit more about that as it gets closer to its release. Now for some flipping exciting news. If you have been waiting for Forefront, probably played the Battlefield beta recently and you're like, Jesus, I need this in VR, give it to me in VR. Well, Forefront is there for you. This is really exciting because they're actually going to be starting their alphas very soon. You can join their Discord to be able to gain access to this, so I highly recommend that you do. This is from the creators of Breaches and Hyperdash, so we know that they're just solid at what they do. It's 32 player battles, massive maps, destruction, which I got wrong in a previous video, everyone shouted at me, sorry about that. There is destruction. Full on land, air, sea combat, tanks, helicopters, boats, squirrel suits. It's all here, and it's all shaping up to be VR's most ambitious large scale warfare yet. I just can't wait to actually try this out. Sadly, I didn't get a chance to try this out early, but my god, am I looking forward to it. So yeah, sign up to that alpha, let's get in there and play together. Next up, a very short tease, but Poppy Playtime VR is going to be coming to VR. Well, this is the Huggy Wuggy factory of craziness. If you're unfamiliar with Poppy's Playtime, this was an insanely popular flat game a little while back. It's a horror type-esque game. This is a creepy toy factory, and it gets creepy. Now it's coming to virtual reality as well. If you're excited about this, let me know. I actually kind of am, because Poppy's Playtime is one of those games I enjoy playing flat, and I would look forward to trying it in VR. I think it's going to add about freaking 10 points of fear to me throughout every minute I play the game. Next up, we have Grit and Valor. Now, I'm really unsure about this game, but I'm still willing to give it like a lot of thought until I get to try and play it for myself. I'm not a massive top-down sort of freaking, tower defense kind of guy, but this one definitely does still intrigue me, as I know so many of you guys are excited about it. So it's like piqued my interest now. Now I feel like I'm wrong, and I feel like I should at least give this a go to really know whether it's going to be good or not. This one puts the weight of the entire war in your hands. Europe has fallen, and you're going to be commanding the last resistance of desperate fighters to turn the tide. You'll be moving units, issuing orders, and adapting and shifting the battlefields as you tactically need to in a fully immersive VR game, which I kind of argue against, because you are just a god in the sky. Maybe you can jump into the bodies of the people, I don't know. It's tense, strategic, and every decision could change the course of war. Now, Yeah, that sounds great on the surface, and I'm looking forward to learning a bit more about it from a personal point of view. But nonetheless, that's there and it's exciting. And there you have it, guys. That is 10 new games to be looking forward to coming out of virtual reality. I swear to God, like, this year is going from strength to strength in my opinion. We started off pretty damn strong at the beginning of this year with some really good games, and it feels like we had a little bit of a drought, but now we're just picking back up as we get into the end of the summer, and I feel like this is where we're going to really turn the tide. We have things like Deadpool coming, we have things like all the games I've just mentioned in this. There are so many good games coming out towards the end of this year. It's easy sometimes to get wrapped up in all of the, oh, VR's dying crap, but it's not. We're just give it some time. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. If you think about it like this, when was the last time you heard a good flat game being announced? It normally takes a good few months between each of those coming in as well. So just bear with it. We've got some good stuff coming your way, and pretty much good stuff regardless of what genre of game you like playing. Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button, all of that goodness, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out. Bye.